Are you sick and tired of all of the rumors swirling around involving Bryce Harper and Manny Machado? I know I am. And if you've had it up to here, you've come to the perfect video because I have the solution for you guys. So what you need to do is I have my phone right here. So I even have the Bryce Harper case. I'm a big fan. I'm waiting for him to sign because it's going to be big news. But you know what? I'm just sick and tired of all the BS reports. So you know what? The perfect solution to do is you take your phone and you chuck it across the room. No rumors. Oh, but guys, on a serious note, I want to do a poll in the comment section as well as with the likes of this video. I want you guys to absolutely destroy the like button if you are sick and tired of all of these Bryce Harper and Manny Machado rumors. To be honest with you, it almost seems like it's clickbait at this point. And this is coming from a YouTuber, so I understand clickbait, but now they're just lying because we saw Manny Machado was going to the Yankees less than 2 weeks ago, and now we have no idea where he's going. Same with Bryce Harper, and I'm just getting sick of it. So if you're sick of it too, smash that like button. Also, subscribe if you're sick about it too. Shameless plug. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. I am sorry for starting the video off with a tangent, but you know what? I had to rant a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit edgy today. I feel like giving a quick 1-2 to someone's face right now. Even though I don't do that, I'm not going to promote assault. Where's this going? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day because we have a great video in store for you guys. We're talking about AT&T Park. Might not be called AT&T Park anymore, which is really sad because if I'm going to San Francisco, one of the main pit stops is AT&T Park, mainly because it's called AT&T Park because it just flows. We're going to talk about Brian Dozier, Yasmani Grandal. There's a couple other people that signed and a few other free agents that are remaining on the market. And also, we have some football/baseball news because there's a prospect that was drafted by the A's, but now he might enter the NFL draft. So guys, sit tight. Get a drink, get a beverage, anything that you need to actually stay hydrated. Brian Dozier, the all-star second baseman, well, I should say the former all-star second baseman. He used to play for the Minnesota Twins, and he finished in the top 13 in MVP twice. He's also won a Gold Glove. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go over his stats, but before we do that, I do have to tell you guys, he signed a one-year deal worth $9 million with the Washington Nationals. The reason why I bring this up so soon in the video is because I'm not sure if they're going to be able to sign Bryce Harper. Now, I know I've been talking about rumors, and I don't like them, but this puts them over $200 million in payroll. One more thing to consider is they already have 4 players on deferred payment. Deferred payment means like, you know, we're trying to be flexible, we're trying to save money, so we're going to spread your payments throughout the year. So they are pushing it right now when it comes to payroll. They are for sure going to get penalized up the you know what if they sign Bryce Harper. So I'm not saying he's not going to Washington, but that's just my 2 cents on the Brian Dozier signing. It's a little bit less likely now, at least in my opinion. Brian Dozier, my man, if you are watching this right now, we both can agree that 2018 was a year to forget. He was still productive in terms of statistics and fantasy points and everything like that. He had 21 home runs, 72 RBIs. He even got you 12 stolen bases. As a fantasy guy, I'm sure you were not disappointed all the way, but in the second half of 2018, Brian Dozier hit 182, and that's not like Brian Dozier. So what we're going to do is we're going to deep dive into his stats, and I want you guys to let me know, are we going to be getting the Brian Dozier of old, or are we going to be getting the Brian Dozier of 2018? Let me know. From 2013 to 2017, Brian Dozier played in 767 games. He had 105 home runs, 406 RBIs, 81 stolen bases, and a 252 batting average to go along with the 798 OPS. Also, on top of that, he did win a Gold Glove in 2017. So if you are looking for one of the best offensive second basemen in the league, Brian Dozier might be up there with Robinson Cano as your top picks, just in terms of offense. And also, the cherry on top is he did win a Gold Glove, but last year in 2018, not only did he regress on the offensive side, but yes, on the defensive side as well. That's why when the Dodgers actually made the playoffs and faced the Red Sox in the World Series, Brian Dozier pretty much had no playing time. So my final opinion on the matter is Brian Dozier signed a one-year deal worth $9 million. He's also 31 years old, so he's still kind of on the tail end of his prime. The reason why I say it might work out for the Nationals, it's only a $9 million deal, and it's a one-year deal at that. So Brian Dozier has something to prove. The Nationals aren't spending a huge amount of money, but still $9 million puts them almost at $200 million for the payroll. So I'm not going to throw any uncertainties or certainties at you because I have no idea. Again, I've met Bryce Harper. He's a nice guy. I have no idea where he's going. None. The second signing that we have to report of is actually a pretty big one if you take a look at his regular season numbers. Yasmani Grandal just signed a deal with the Brewers, so they are trying to extend their depth in their lineup because they had Eric Kratz and Manny Pena. Bless their souls, they are not going to hit you 25 home runs like Yasmani can because when he's behind the dish, he is one of the best framers in all of baseball, and he can get it done with the stick because I'll go over his stats in just a second, but let me kind of fill you in real quick. The last time that you guys saw Yasmani Grandal was in the playoffs. Since 2015, 2019, Yasmani has played in roughly 34 postseason games, and I believe he has a 107 batting average, so take that into account. He's pretty much a monster behind the dish in the regular season, not in terms of batting average. We all know catchers don't have the highest batting average, unless your name is Buster Posey or Joe Mauer, but he rakes in the regular season, but when it comes to crunch time, he kind of flops a little bit. So we'll go over that in just a second. So just like Brian Dozier, Yasmani signed a 1-year deal. I guess they're trying to prove something, because if you guys don't remember, Yasmani turned down a 4-year, $60 million deal from the Mets. And if he stinks it up this season in 2019, Yasmani Grandal will never recoup that money. It will never come back. It is just gone. So in 2015, his lone all-star season, Yasmani Grandal played in 115 games. He had 16 home runs to go along with 47 RBIs and a 234 batting average. So again, not the greatest offensive numbers that I've ever seen, but still as a catcher, this is not too bad. In 2016, he upped the games to 126. He had 27 home runs and 72 RBIs with an 816 OPS, which is actually really good. 2017, he played in 129 games, had 22 home runs and 58 RBIs. And then in 2018, I think this was kind of his best overall season yet. He played in 140 games, so he had the health. He had 106 hits. That's actually not, I mean, I guess as a catcher, that's decent. He had 24 home runs to go along with 68 RBIs, a 241 batting average, and an 815 OPS. So again, the league average for OPS is 750. So taking that into account, 816 is above 750. So he's already an above average hitter. So if you can get a guy that can frame really well and save you a few outs, maybe get you a few more strikeouts, and have a guy that is an above average hitter behind the dish, I mean, that's a win-win. So what do you guys think of this deal? 1 year, $18 million for Yasmani Grandal. Do you think we're going to be seeing regular season Yasmani Grandal in the regular season, or do you think that the postseason is an indication of what's to come next? Because my opinion, I saw him live. I went to the World Series with my boy Cougs. I didn't see much, but again, he's not great in the postseason, so maybe I'm just being really biased. Now, one more quick little signing that we have to discuss real quick. Shelby Miller, a few years ago, this would be an amazing signing. He signed a 1-year deal with the Texas Rangers. I believe it was 1 year. Yes, it was a 1-year deal with the Rangers. Now, in 2015, my man Shelby Miller, yeah, he was 0-4 with a 10.69 ERA, so it was not, just like Brian Dozier in 2018, it was a season to forget. But if we look at his stats prior to 2018 and even 2017, Shelby Miller was actually pretty decent. Dating back to 2015, he had a 15-9 record with a 3.06 ERA. That's really good. 2014, he had a kind of down year, 10-9 with a 3.74. But then in 2015, this is a really weird year. He was 6-17, so you would think that he'd have a 100 ERA or something crazy like that. No, he had a 3.02 ERA, and he was an all-star that year. So Shelby Miller is the definition of inconsistency. I don't know what he's going to do with the Rangers, because in Texas, the ball flies, so we might see his ERA stay about 3.5 to 4. But you know what? It's the Rangers. They are trying to compete with the AL West, and when you have the Athletics, you have the Astros, maybe the Angels are going to be up and coming this year, but that's a tough division to compete with, so they're just trying to stay afloat. Kyler Murray, the quarterback for the Oklahoma Sooners, just declared for the NFL draft. So the reason why that's important is because he was drafted in the first round. I think he was the 6th or 7th overall pick last year by the Oakland Athletics. So what does this mean going forward? He wants to try and play both, but I don't think that's possible anymore. I think the last pretty much 2-star athlete that we saw that can play both at the same time was Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. There's far too much money involved. I think that you have to stick with one sport. So if he does choose the NFL, which I don't think he should, there's concussions, there's a lot of injuries in the NFL, just not for me. Now, if you guys love football, I'm not poo-pooing it. Play football. But I think that if you can earn the same amount of money and play a whole lot longer, I'd go the baseball route. But if he does choose the NFL, he can do that. The only thing about that, though, is the A's will have to get back his signing bonus. So they're going to get money back in return, but they lose the pick. They are not going to be getting a comp pick, so that kind of sucks for the A's. I kind of feel bad for them because the A's are on the come up, and they could use that pick for someone else, but unfortunately, they went with Kyler Murray, who, yeah, he's playing both sides right now. Kind of sucks, but it's his life. This decision is a little weird to me considering that Alabama pretty much has an NFL defense, and he just played Alabama and he got torched. So I'm not sure what happened in his, I don't know. And guys, to wrap up this video, we have to talk about AT&T Park because honestly, in my opinion, I feel like AT&T Park just flows so well, better than any stadium or park name in Major League Baseball. And now they are changing the name because they gave up the rights. It is now Oracle Park. Oracle Park? Let's go watch Buster Posey and Madison Bumgarner win a World Series at Oracle Park. No, No, I don't like that. So what we're going to do, guys, to end this video is we are going to show some of the greatest moments in AT&T Park history. I think it's been called AT&T Park since 2006, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be some Barry Bonds highlights in here. There's a few World Series. I think they won 3 in that span, so I'm going to be sad to see AT&T Park go. A lot of my friends are Giants fans because I went to Reno for a semester, and pretty much everyone from San Francisco went to Reno. So if you guys enjoyed this video, slap a like on this one, subscribe if you want to see more baseball content, and let's watch some AT&T Park highlights. And yeah, man, that's sad.
It's gone. Here's a shot into deep right field. Back at the wall. Ichiro hits it off the wall. Here comes Ichiro. Inside the park, home run. Deals. And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. On the ground to Panic. Panic to Posey. And Lincecum has done it again. He has no hit. The San Diego Padres.